I've helped hundreds of people build real e-commerce brands that make thousands a day. Not only that, but my own brand has done over $30 million in sales. But if I lost it all today, this is the exact supply chain system I'd use to rebuild it from scratch. So if you're trying to build a real e-commerce business in 2025, this video will be a non-negotiable. Let's get right into it. So the first method, this is what most people are doing with the supply chain. This is what I did before. Just so you guys know the context regarding all of this, which I'm going to show. I've been in e-commerce now for 6 years. So I've literally seen everything. I literally started from packing from home, started shipping them out in sandwich bags, had a whole fulfillment center at home. Then I went into a local fulfillment center in the Netherlands. So I did the local fulfillment method. And then I went into the hybrid structure, which I'm going to show you guys later, which is basically making a supply chain structure so you can scale worldwide from just one location. The traditional method is basically gay and outdated. I've drawn it out in here. Basically your brand, this is you. You basically buy stock from your manufacturer. So let's say you have a glowing soccer ball brand. You buy 10 soccer balls from your manufacturer. Your manufacturer then ships the 10 soccer balls from China to your local fulfillment center, wherever you're selling it. So let's say I'm selling it in the UK or in the US, then your manufacturer will send 10 pieces in bulk to your local fulfillment center in the US. From your local fulfillment center in the US, your local fulfillment center will fulfill it and then send it directly to the customer. This is pretty straightforward, right? You buy it from a manufacturer in China, your manufacturer ships it either through sea or through air directly to your local fulfillment center, which could be a 3PL, which basically means a third-party logistics in your local country, and you'll be able to have next day delivery to your customer. So the reason why I think this structure is gay and outdated and why I think it's not the ideal method is because you can only sell in the local country with the local fulfillment center. What I mean with that is that if you have a fulfillment center, for example, in the US or in the UK or in the Netherlands or Europe, you will only be able to ship from that country into that particular country. So if I have a fulfillment center in the US, I can only sell in the US. Think about it like this. You have your products coming from China to the US, and then from the US, it goes to the UK. They'll be highly inefficient. You will be paying so much for shipping that you will not be making any money anymore. This structure limits you a lot because you will only be able to sell in the country you have stock in. Second downside, so you have to pay for bulk shipping to the local country. Very expensive and takes long. Your manufacturer has, for example, 100 soccer balls and they have to send it to local fulfillment. You have to pay for a bulk shipment fee. And this is usually very expensive. So there's a cheaper method, which is either shipping it through containers. But the issue with that is that it's going to take at least 1 month to get your stock in. That's a cheaper method, but it's going to be very slow and more expensive. And the third downside, which I hate the one the most, is you cannot scale fast. What I mean with that is that if you are doing like 100 pieces at a time, you have to realize that if you do this structure, you have to wait, first of all, a long time until it arrives at your local fulfillment. Let's say you'll be doing $1,000 per day right now, so you're selling maybe 40, 50 units per day, and now you want to scale towards like $5,000 per day or $10,000 per day with your brand. If you are going to go from 1K a day to 10K a day, and with 1K a day, if you're selling 40 units, so for 10K a day, you have to sell 400 units, which means you have to wait until that local stocks arrive at the local fulfillment center before you can up your budgets, which is very annoying. And like I said before, it takes a long time and it's expensive before that stock comes in. And one more thing which I didn't put in here, which is very important to know as well. Once your stock arrives at your local fulfillment center, that means that you've paid off your stock completely. You've paid for the cost of goods. So you've paid for the actual products. You've paid for the shipment fee. Maybe you've paid for the VAT when it came in. All these costs you have to pay up front. So let's say I was selling 100 soccer balls per day. Now I bought 1,000 soccer balls to my local fulfillment center. Before it arrives at this local fulfillment center, all my money is in that stock because I can only start selling it once I've paid off the whole amount. And it's very bad for cash flow. So obviously I'm saying in here it's gay and outdated, but there are reasons why you should use this original method. The only reason why we use this original method is if you want to have next day delivery. Nowadays, if you ship from China in the structure we're going to show in a minute, it can already arrive in like 4 to 5 working days if you have the right agent. So I would only use this structure if you necessarily want your products to arrive the next day. Before we move on to the second way to do it, which I think is the best way to do it, if you're serious about building a brand, I have a one-on-one mentorship where I personally help you find the product, structure your supply chain, build your actual store, run your first ads. We can help you with that. We've had countless cases. The only thing you have to do is click the link in the description to apply for the one-on-one mentorship, and we'll see if you're actually qualified to become one of our next success stories. So without further ado, let's get into the next method, which I call the hybrid method, just so you guys understand the timeline. So I went from shipping at home to going to a local fulfillment center, which was the traditional method, to this method, which I'm still using to this date. And this is actually what made me scale so fast in 2022. And I'm still using to this date. I'm teaching all of my students to use this as well, and I'm sharing it to you guys for free in here. So the hybrid method, what you do is that you will buy stock and also get the best prices and be able to customize your products from your manufacturer. Okay, that your manufacturer will also be in China. I'll be adding that in here. bang, put it in here. You'll be buying stock directly from the manufacturer, just like a traditional method. But what you will be using in here, this is a key part, I made it purple, which basically is an agent in China. What I mean with this is basically you want to be using an agent in China, because if you're going to be using an agent in China, what will happen is that agent will ship it directly to the customer, and your manufacturer will be shipping it in 1 day, and you will be paying only for the shipment cost to your agent in China. The first benefit of this is that you will be able to scale very fast. Why would you be able to scale very fast? The reason why you'll be able to scale very fast is because if you were selling 100 soccer balls per day and now you want to go to 1000 soccer balls per day, now you don't have to wait anymore in order for the whole bulk shipment to arrive in your local fulfillment center. Now, if you want to buy 1000, so you just pay for 1000 pieces to your manufacturer, and your manufacturer can just ship it in bulk in just 1 day to your agent in China. You just remove the whole sea or air shipment, which will cost you a lot of money and is very slow, which is also better for cash flow. Second benefit is now you can fulfill internationally from one place. This is by far the biggest benefit. You can literally fulfill internationally from one place, which basically means you're doing very well in the US. Now you want to go to UK, now you want to go to Australia. You can still use the same stock you have in China to ship to that country. You don't have to have local fulfillment centers in Australia, UK. Only thing you have to do is build a store, turn on your ads in that country, maybe localize it, bang, you're selling in that country. And the third benefit is you will save on the bulk price, because now you'll be able to obviously buy your stock in bulk, which obviously also with the traditional method, but I still wanted to put it in here because now you'll be able to still have direct contact with your manufacturer. You will still be getting the best prices from them. You'll still be able to customize your products. You'll still be able to develop new products. You'll still be able to develop new products. A lot of people are just doing this. So they basically have this. They have your brand, they pay the agent, they go to the customer. This is, I would say, the normal dropshipping method. That's a big difference, because with this normal dropshipping method, you are not able to control your supply chain at all. You're not able to customize your products. You're not able to put a logo on your product or to like buy in bulk with stock. And with this method, you are missing out on controlling your actual product and having direct contact with your manufacturer. And that's why I call it the hybrid method, because now you have best of both worlds. You have the best world of actual the branding, and you have the best world of dropshipping, which basically means you can fulfill everything from one place. And by the way, if you think away the left side, so if you only do this middle part in here, this is what I would do if you don't have any proof of concept yet. I can make a separate video about it if you guys want, but if you're just starting out, you don't have any proof of concept yet, you don't have any brand, you want to buy your stock directly from your agent, and you don't want to be working with a manufacturer, because then you won't have to buy any stock. You can only pay your agent whenever you're doing an order. This is mostly for the guys who are already doing some revenue, who already have a brand which is running well, or doing some small revenue, and now you got proof of concept, and now you want to go all in and scale worldwide. The fourth benefit is shipping is fast, and you can ship basically everywhere, which is similar to the second benefit, but is still a benefit on its own, because if you have a good agent in China, shipping to your customer will only take like 6 to 7 days maximum. There are some agents which will take like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, but that's the bad agents. And for this video, I actually will be sharing my agent, which I personally work with, which I also made a video about on my main channel. He can help you with the branding. He can help you with supply chain. You can even get credit with him, so you don't have to pay everything up front. He can help you with your company structure. He can help you with everything you want in China. I'll put a link in the description to apply to work with him. So I just explained it here, the method you have to use to scale your brands past 8 figures. It's that simple. So if you want to see a deep dive on exactly how I made $30 million in e-commerce by age 22, then watch this next video, which I will put in here. That's it for this video. As always, leave a like and let me know down in the comments what you guys want to see in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next video. Ciao.